Hi all, welcome to your last Pilates class, the recorded class of the block. Today we are going to be mainly doing mat work, but I've got all the cushions just in case we go on a tangent. I'm going to use the ring to stretch my legs, so have something to stretch your legs. Grab a drink, have a drink handy if you need one. Also, get mine here. So, we will start off in standing. We'll do a bit of a warm up through the whole body as ever. So let's start with our feet gently touching, just the inner borders very gently touching. And then think of a line coming up from your ankles, through your knees, through the back of your rib cage, through your shoulders, and up tall through the top and back of your head. And from here we're going to lengthen that line up, growing up tall, seeing if millimetre by millimetre you can just get your top of your head growing up towards the sky. So once you're up to your fullest height, you're going to hold that position and just let the feet gently spread out onto the floor. So the toes, big toe, second, third, fourth and little toe are just gently contacting the floor. You can roll your weight onto the outside of your feet and onto the inside, and then just find the middle where we get a little bit of an arch under the feet. From here, you can tilt your pelvis backwards and forwards 2 or 3 times. And then find the middle position. You're going to shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and then let them come down away from your ears. Let your elbows go heavy, let your hands go heavy. And from here, you're going to close your eyes and we're going to circle through the front of the feet, through the right foot, through the heels, coming through the left foot, and just feel how your balance is challenged and how your feet have to work. And all the different parts of your feet are having to control. And then we're going to reverse the circles. Oh, I'm losing it. Okay. If you haven't fallen over yet, then make the circles a little bit smaller. And a bit smaller again until you come and find the middle position. And then once you're in the middle, just let the toes relax. Feel the weight even between your heel, big toe and little toe on each foot. And then slowly open your eyes. Okay, good. So from there we're going to turn your toes out and your heels out. Should be feeling nicely balanced. And we're going to start off pressing the arms back to the middle, glide up and down. Press back to the middle, glide up and down. So book balanced on your head for this bit. Jaw relaxed, front of your neck relaxed, and we're just waking up the arms, stretching out through the shoulders. And we're going to do 2 more. So press back, release, shoulders up and down. Press back, release, shoulders up and down. And from here, we're going to float both arms up to shoulder height. You're going to take your right arm out into a stretch, circle round. Left arm out into a stretch, circle round. And both arms out, controlling the shoulders away from your ears. Control the ribs on this one. And then circle round. Okay, this time we can take it up onto tiptoes. So float up onto tiptoes. Left arm and circle. Right arm and circle. Both arms just holding for a bit of a stretch through the chest. And then heels down as we come back down. Let's do 1 more. So float up onto tiptoes. Arms up. Left arm into a V and round. Right arm into a V. Coming round, both arms into a V, coming round and back to the middle, place your hands down, good. So upper back stretch, we're going to roll the shoulders backwards, Stretch the fingers down and away, slowly rolling down for your chin towards your chest. Breathing in to prepare, and then as you breathe out, you're going to scoop forward and keeping the ribs controlled, looking forward on this position, shoulders again down away from your ears. So I've got my palms facing up towards the sky. If that's difficult on your wrists or your shoulders, you can have your palms facing down towards your head. And then come back round again. Okay, so roll the shoulders backwards. Okay, either palms away or palms towards. Chin down towards your chest. Breathing in at the bottom of the movement. And then breathing out to scoop up. Stretching through the shoulders, control through the ribs. Circle round. And let's go for one more. So roll the shoulders backwards, reaching away. So just towards the upper back, about mid-shoulder blades, we're doing our mini roll down. Breathing in, breathe out, scoop forward, control the ribs. Shoulders down away from the ears and circle and give everything a little bit of a shake. Good. Okay, so from here we're going to soften the knees and straighten them. Let's just do one more, and this time left arm's coming up. And we're going to look up towards middle finger, shoulders down, away from your ears, nice and relaxed. And this right arm is going to be heavy with the elbow and the hand and the fingers flopping down to your side. We're going to look down and away for a gentle neck stretch. I'm going to slowly circle across, and when your hand gets to your knee, we're going to carry on the movement with the other arm, pausing at the top. Okay, so shoulders down away from your ears, looking up towards your middle finger. This left arm now is getting heavy. And look down and away, holding gently as a stretch. Coming across again. So carry on the circle with the other arm. Pause at the top. Check those shoulders are down away from your ears. Check both hands are nice and soft. Look down and away for a gentle stretch of your neck. And we do one more to the other side. So up tall, shoulders down, arms relaxed. Look down and away. Slowly coming across, and when your hand gets to the middle, we're then going to gently roll back up to the front. Good. So upper back should be warming up a little. Let's move down to the legs now. So feet hip width apart. Going to soften those knees again and float your hands up, and then press back up. Start to tighten your glutes, tighten your thighs as we press up. So the heels are staying on the floor to start off with. Your back is straight. So we are definitely back against the wall here, and we're just sliding down. Your head and your bum is in contact with the wall, and your heels are in contact with the wall as well. And then we're going to add in the heel lift. So let's go left heel first. Press down. So you're tightening both glutes, right leg, but particularly the leg that you're pressing down. So left leg, really think about left glute as you extend back. Right glutes. Left. Right. Left. Right, for those who want to, we can bring in both as well. So let's go left and right. And both. Press back. Left and right. And both. And back. Left. Right. Both and hold. And from this position, let's go for our arm reaches up and back, up and back. 3, 4, 5. Press the heels down, up till good. Give your ankles a shake. We're going feet hip width apart. We're getting through a few different moves in this warm-up today. Knees are coming out over your second or third toe. Again, from the side, your heels and bum. Where we're going, upper back, neck, that's what I meant, are staying in a nice straight line. So we haven't really done any squats yet in the warm-up. They might come in soon. So we're going to take our arms across, reaching out, and come back up. One more, and then we're going to add in the side bend as well. So actually one more for luck. Squeeze your glutes on the way up. And one more, we're going to keep the knees second or third toe. Now we're going for the side bend. So out, over, reach, keep those heels down, check those heels, and round. Back up. Out to the other side. Over, reach, heels down, back up. Okay, so let's do some nice smooth ones from one side to the other. Try and get the whole body moving now. Nice flowing movements. Body should be warming up nicely. Okay, and we're going to do one more to either side. Over, reach. Last one, check those heels down. Circle around and come back up. Good work. Okay. Right, so we've got the running man now. Left leg, we're going to be on our left leg. So you're going to bring your right knee up and your fingertips up towards the sky, elbows gently tucked in. And then we're going to bring back your right arm. So you've got opposite arm, opposite leg, and you've got book balanced on your head. That book we've got to keep still. I'm wobbling already. And we're just going to switch your arms and your legs. And I've got to remember to try and focus on something other than the screen. Okay, so we're going to start off slow. Keep the book on the head. Now you might want to keep it slow. If that's a struggle, then that's a good level to work at, okay? You might even need to just gently tap your toes down, just as a point of reference. Okay, if you're okay with that, we're going to speed up. And we're going to go for 10. Okay, ready? Off we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back down. Good. Okay, right. My recently dodgy left leg for me now. You're going to be on your right leg. Okay, so we start with the hands up. Just easier to then bring your left arm back. Okay, choose your point to fix on. Keep a book balanced on your head. And we're going to switch. And switch. Keeping up tall. Okay, good. So once you're steady and ready, we're going to go for 10 quick ones. Okay, ready? Off we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back. Good, didn't fall over, that's a bonus. I like those, feel loose now, good. Okay, so what have we got? Let's go for a calf stretch. Left leg forward, right leg back, feet on the train tracks. Long line from your heel up through to the top of your head. Let's go for our side bend. So really press the heel down on your back foot, let those toes relax. And then reach up long through your fingertips. And then slowly back and back up and standing. So we change legs, feet hip width apart, back leg straight. Think about the long line that you can relax into, coming up, and then gently stretching over Check the toes are relaxed on your back foot particularly. And then come back up. Good. Okay, and then we do our standing quad stretch that we've been working on recently. So if you can hold your foot, great. Otherwise, you put a towel around your shin, remember, and just come up into this position. And then once we're here, as demonstrated, I'm a bit curvy, so got to really work on controlling the ribs and the pelvis, first of all. And then once you're controlled there, then we can bring the thigh back. Again, don't mind if you hold on for this one, because then you're going to get the stretch in the thigh. However, if you're happy with your balance there, we can let go and just hold that position. And then slowly down. Good. And then we're going to do one more on the other side. So either holding your foot or towel around your shin. Control the ribs, control the pelvis. Up tall through the top of your head. Again, even this one, just let your shoulders relax once you're there. And then if you're happy with the balance, you can just hold it for the balance as well. Okay, good, coming down. So we're going to go for 2 roll downs today. We've already done the upper back warm up, so Velcro back against the wall as ever. And we're slowly going to breathe into prepare. And then as you breathe out, rolling down through your chin to your chest. Coming down one level at a time to where you're comfortable. Bring in arm circles. And reverse them. Breathing in at the bottom of the movement, and then as you breathe out, scoop your pelvis back underneath, come back up tall. So 2 arm choices, either palms down, keeping them low, or we can go arms up above your head, palms forward. Again, on this one, trying to control the ribs and seeing how far you can bring your arms back with your elbows straight. And then either one, just going to very gently lift the upper back. Breathing in at the top. And back out, letting go of any tension. One more breath in, and then we're slowly come back down on your breath out and take it down into roll down number 2. Again, just gentle arm circles. And reverse. And in your own time, slowly coming down onto the mat. Okay, so grab a drink if you need to. We're going to start on your back with a small head cushion. Have something handy to stretch your legs. And I think that is all we need. So, in your rest position, stretching your fingertips down towards your heels, lengthening through the back of your neck, controlling your ribs. Check those feet are hip width apart, and then you're going to gently tilt forwards and backwards and find the middle position. And we're going to do a little bit of work in with hundreds to get ourselves started. So from here, we're going to hover your fingertips just an inch off the floor. We're going to start our pulsing movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to focus on keeping soft through your jaw and long through the back of your neck. We're going to be wide through your collarbones, so the shoulder blades are just gently sat on the mat behind you. Your elbows are going to be straight, your wrists are going to be straight, your fingers are going to be straight, and your thumbs are going to be tucked in and straight as well. Pelvis is neutral. And then we're going to tie it in with the breathing. So just start to become aware of where you're breathing from. We're not going to breathe super deep, so I don't want you passing out. You're just going to feel a bit of movement through the side and back of the rib cage, as if you're taking a breath in almost to the floor behind you. And you're going to keep your upper tummy relaxed at the same time. So breathing in for 5 and out for 5. So just check that your shoulders are still down away from your ears and that your collarbones are still wide while we're working on this movement. And again, check the movements coming from your shoulder, so the arms should be locked out and not just flapping at the wrists or at the elbows. So really straight arms on this one. And then we're going to go up to a couple of different levels. So first level as ever is just single tabletop. If you're struggling today with either lower back pain, you just want to make it a little bit hard but not too hard. Otherwise you can come up into double tabletop. If you're single tabletop, as ever, you're going to do 5 breaths in, 5 breaths out, and then change legs. Okay, so let's go palms up now. And in this position, we can glue the feet and the knees together. Now, next level up, if you want to work a bit harder, is you're going to curl your upper body into your abdominal crunch position. So if you feel that you can hold that position, great. If you get tired, come back down, have a little break, have a stretch, drop back to one of the previous levels. And then finally in this position, we're going to go palms facing each other. So beating the arms in and out, in and out. Okay, so challenging position. Got a lot of neck control, abdominal control, shoulder control, I think, as well. And we're going to count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly down. So we're going to bring our heads, our hands, one leg at a time back down. Good. And then bring your knees in towards your chest for our first mini stretch. Take those knees side to side. Okay, one leg down at a time. So we're waking our abs up, and then actually we're going to get a little bit easier for the next bit. You'll be pleased to know. So we're going to work on our basic control. I'll give you a couple of hard levels if you do want a bit more of a workout today. So we're going to start off nice and easy with your palms facing your knees. Bring your shoulders down away from your ears, and we're just going to work on the rib control first of all. So bringing the arms back to where you're comfortable. Check that you're not flaring up. So really control the ribs and then come back up. So breathing in to prepare. As you breathe out, taking your arms back over your heads. Breathing in to come back up. So exhale, take your arms over your heads. Inhale to come back up. And then back up to the middle. And then we're going to go single leg stretch. So one leg away. Coming back up. One leg away. Coming back up. Repeat again. So pelvis level on this one at the bottom. Just check your lower back that you're still in neutral, that you've not gone archy, gone curvy through your lower back. So keeping neutral. And then we're going to add in arms and legs at the same time. So stretching through the whole body. And your next one, if your shoulders are okay, we're going to go arm circles. So arms overhead, scoop round to come back in. I'm just going to move my ring so it's not in the way. So breathing into prepare, breathe out, lengthen, breathe in, scoop back and up. Breathe out, breathe in. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So again, just check that your pelvis and ribs are controlled. Soft through the jaw again. Next one, we're going to reverse the arm circles. So we're going to press your arms down to your side, circle up and around. Down to your side, circle up and around, and repeat. Press down, circle back. Press down, circle back. One more on either side. Excellent, coming back up, good. Okay, so next variation we're going to go for, let's go for a little block on your knee. So we're going into our hip twist sequence. So first few, we're going to start off nice and easy. You can put your fingertips on your bony bits just to check at this basic level that your control is perfect. Okay, so we're going to breathe into prepare, feet are hip width apart. As you breathe out, you're just going to roll outwards onto the edge of your foot, knee coming to the side, and then coming back to the middle. Let me do my first set on my other knee so you can see my knee moving. So just rolling on out to the side and then coming back in. So these bony bits on the way out, as ever, should stay absolutely still. We don't want to drop on the side where your knee is. So pelvis neutral. You can think of a little bit of pelvic floor awareness and then just opening the knee and coming down. Now, if you don't need your hands there, you can have them relaxed by your side. So it's Friday night, you've got your favourite drink balanced on the tray on your knee. And we don't want to drop it. Okay, we're breathing out. So open and in to come back. Breathing out and in. Focus on keeping the knee and the front of the pelvis as still as possible. Nearly lost the tray. Okay, should we change sides? So as much as anything on these ones, it's just relaxing into the movement, trying to release any tension so that we stay stable through our middle, allowing the thigh to relax and come back. Okay, last one. And now we're going to change our tray back to the other knee. And for a variation, we're going to have our arms up facing each other. And we're going to float your left knee into tabletop. So we're now going to do a knee opening and a foot opening and coming back in. Now definitely a bit harder with your hands up. If you just want to try one variation with your arms down, even if your hands are really light on the floor, you do stabilise a little bit. As soon as your hands are up, I find that you just have to use your abdominals that little bit more to stabilise. It feels that little bit heavier. You've got to work on keeping really relaxed with your upper body and letting the lower body control. Okay, we're going to go for 3 more. Have to stay super focused on this one. So we've got to keep the knee and the foot moving at the same time. And then coming back in, great. So come back down, switch sides. Stay. Okay, so float your other leg into tabletop. And then just knee and foot at the same time, remember, small movement. And then come back. So it might help to think about a little bit more pelvic floor squeeze as the leg comes out. That's really where we're stabilizing. You probably feel your lower tummy just engaging on the way out and on the way back. Okay, 3 more. Last one. And then coming back. Good. So mini stretch. You're going to go feet together, soles of the feet together. Just let their knees stretch outwards. And then we are going to bring our elbows out wide, shoulders down away from your ears. And then just let the arms rotate back if that's comfortable, aiming that the wrists and the fingers are flat on the floor. So really opening through the chest, through the shoulders, through the hips. And let gravity do the work here. Just let your arms sink down, let your knees sink down, and then come back into the middle. Okay, so hip twist level 3. If you don't like double tabletop today, don't do this one. So you've got 2 choices. Remember, level 1, feet down. Level 2, just single tabletop. And even then you can vary either one with your arms down or your arms up. Level 3, both legs into tabletop. Okay, now we do the first couple with your hands down. And we're just going to open up one knee and foot by the same amount, coming back to the middle, and then the other side by the same amount. So just think of a door opening and then closing, and then on the other side, door opening, door closing. So just get a feel for how the hips are, how the control is in this position. Again, if it doesn't feel right, drop back to a previous level. And if you want to add in your arms, then what we do is we'll add in, let's go for opposite arm, opposite leg. And then back in. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Feel my obliques working to control on this one. Okay, let's go for 3 more on either side. So 1, 2. It's quite deceptive, this one. Legs and abdominals are really starting to feel it now. 3. And it all feels deep inside rather than the 6-pack. Okay, 1 leg down at a time. Good work. Let's go. Knees in again. Take your knees from side to side. Okay, and then we're going to take hold of your right knee and let your left leg stretch away. And change sides. Okay, so from this position, let me just check how we're doing time-wise. Okay, it's fine. We do some hip circles as well while we're working on the lower control. We've done a lot with the hips already, so we're just going to do the bent knee circles today. Okay, so you're going to float right leg into tabletop, and we're going to draw a very small circle coming back towards you, back round and away, and then back. So imagine your thigh bone is coming down. It's like a wooden spoon stirring in a bowl. And we're going right over the centre of the hip, and that's where our circle's occurring. Okay, so the breathing, you can breathe in for half of the circle as it comes towards you and away, and then breathe out as it goes away and then back in. So breathe in, breathe out. Again, arms can vary if you want to. Okay, and then you're going to change directions of the circle. Thinking here we almost need to add in circles with your arms as well, but I think that'll make my brain work too hard, so we'll save that one for another day. Okay, just check those circles are carrying on around the hip joint. I think my leg was getting a bit low, my circles are down here somewhere. So keep it high if you can, and then come back down. Excellent. Okay, so changing sides. Just get that small circle going. And once you're happy with the movement, tie in the breathing. So breathing in and breathing out. Okay, one more, then we're going to reverse the circle. Two more. One more. Good. Okay, come back down. From here, we're going to go straight into abdominal crunchies. So you can go hands behind your head or hands down by your side as ever. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, curling forwards. Breathing in to come back. Exhale. Inhale. So we're going to go for 15. So we've done our first 3. Got to try and earn at least one Easter egg this workout, I reckon. Okay, 10 left. Okay, we've got 5 left. 5. Breathing out on the way up. 4. In on the way down. 3. 2. Last couple, really check your neck control and your shoulder control. Last one. Okay, straight into obliques. Right hand behind your head, left hand holding off the floor. Breathing into prepare. Breathe out as you come up and across. In on the way down. On these, if you want to, we're only going to do one set. So if you want to, you can bring your knee up towards your elbow Okay, lost count already. I'm going to call that 5. Might be way out. And we're going to go 15. So we've got 10 left. We've got 9 left now. 8 left. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Coming back down, straight over to the other side. So 15 to do, or thereabouts. Breathing in to prepare, breathing out, curling up and across. If you want to, you can bring your knee into tabletop. Opposite knee to opposite elbow, that is. Okay, that's first 5, got 10 left, ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1, well done. Okay, abs get a bit of a break now. So enjoy a mini breather, because the next exercise is a killer, just to warn you. Okay, relax the shoulders, let your arms go heavy, control the ribs. Again, let gravity do its work here and just see if you can sink back into the floor. Okay, so we are going to do a little bit of work in sitting. So if you come over in sitting, we are going to do, for those of you who want to get started, we're going to do this one's called leg pull exercise. Okay, now remember, some of you will want to do this with your knees bent and then pushing out here. Some of you want to do it on a chair. So start whichever level you want to work at. I want to demonstrate the chair again, just to be sure, because it's a tough exercise. We're going to push, feet are down, hip width apart. You're going to push down through your arms, straightening your elbows, shoulders coming down away from your ears. And then from here, you're going to just lift the hips forward. It really doesn't matter how far you go to start off with, and then coming back. If you're okay with that, you can lift your hips a little bit higher. So you're coming almost into shoulders, hips, knees in a straight line, folding back in. So push and extend to where you're comfortable. So that's the principle of the exercise for whichever level you're working at. So if you've got started already, then well done. And I'm going to do a few of each. So remember, wrist position here, fingers can be pointing you. That's the textbook Pilates version. If it's more comfortable, have your hands out wide or even behind you slightly. Okay, so breathing in to prepare, breathing out, lengthen, lifting the hips up, and then coming back down. Okay, lengthen, lifting up, coming back down. So I'm going to breathe out to extend, breathe in to hold, and then breathe out to come back down. Breathe in to hold. So breathe out, lifting up, breathe in at the top, breathe out to come back down. So same if your legs are out straight. You're going to breathe in, breathe out, push up, breathe in at the top, breathe out to come down, breathe in. Breathe in to psych yourself up for the next repetition, I think. Push long through the arms, lifting up. If you're doing the full ones, well done. If you're not, really don't worry, because it's a heavy all exercise and you need good wrists, good arms, good glutes, good core. No injuries really through the whole body on this one to work on this one. Okay, final progression. Stay at the level that you're happy with. If you're feeling tough today, then we're going to slide one leg in at the top and back out, keeping the hips high. Slide the other leg back in, back out, keep the hips high, come back down. Failed miserably. I can feel myself dropping on those. So let's try again. So you're going to push up, lift the hips up, and then keep the hips high as we slide in. Keep the hips high as we slide in. I've dropped a bit again. Okay, one more. Breathing out to push up tall. Hips high, slide in, and back out. Slide in, and back out, and then come back down. Okay, give your arms a shake. I think mine have fallen off. Okay, from here, you can come around and sit in if you want. You can either sit cross-legged or with your legs out in front. Let's just add in a little tricep stretch before we change position. I do like that one. It's a bit tough though. I'm sure some of you are thinking, I really don't like that one. Okay. But you've always got the chair version, remember? You can work on whatever level you are happy with. And if you ever get an exercise, especially while we're on video, if you ever get an exercise that you just really can't do the easiest version, let me know, so I can vary it for you. Okay, come back round. Good. Okay, I'm exhausted. Let's go for... Oh God, I've just seen what's next. Right, okay, we're going to do something a bit easier. So let's go small head cushion. We'll warm the upper back up. First of all, in this position, so ribs controlled, we're going to get elbows wide, palms down, breathing in to prepare, and breathe out for hovering the breastbone and the forehead. Elbows and wrists staying down to start off with. Let's just wake up the upper back in this position. So breathe out, set the shoulder blades, hover, breathe in to prepare, breathe in to hold, breathe out to come back down, let the shoulder blades flop. Breathe in to hold, breathe out, set and hover, breathe in to hold, and then breathe out to come back down. Okay, breathe in at the bottom, exhale to set and to lift, inhale to hold, exhale to come back down. So let's give you a couple of different arm variations here. For those of you who prefer to, you can go arms by your side, push your hips into the floor and hover away in the dart position and then coming back down. If you're comfortable there, I'm going to get rid of my head cushion and go fingertips under the forehead and come up with palms and elbows off the floor. At the top on your breath in, I'm going to go letter T, fall back in and back down and relax. So breathe in to prepare, breathe out. Remember to push your hips in towards the floor. So focus on my breathing, breathe out. Breathing in to hold, out to come down, in to prepare. Breathe out, in, and out, and in. Out, in, out, and in. Okay, coming back down, good. Okay, from there we go small head cushion back in place. If your shoulders are okay, we're going to go hands up above your head. Otherwise, carry on working with your arms down by your side as you're comfortable. From here, we're going to, again, nod your nose down, push your hips in towards the floor, breathe in to prepare. As you breathe out, we're just going to go for a single arm lift, breathing in to come back down, breathing out, change sides, breathe in to come back down. So just going to work on the arm raises in this position, trying to stay still from your nose down to your belly button. So just alternating from one side to the other. Okay, you can have your hands down. Then we're going to go alternate leg lifts, just to get the legs stretched out in this position. So straight knee, you can have your toes pointed, moving from your hips so you feel your glutes working in this position. Just alternating one leg and then the other. And then if you're happy there, we're going to go alternate arm and leg. So breathe out to lift, into lower. Okay, a lot of concentration this one, keeping the arms and the legs as straight as possible. Remember, through the nose and your belly button, staying as still as possible. Okay, 2 more on either side. Last one. Excellent. Okay, so from here, up onto your hands and knees, back into well-deserved shell stretch. So just take a minute just to let your heels sink in towards your bum and your chest in towards your knees, your head down towards the mat somewhere. Keep long through your arms if you can, so elbows are staying straight here. Creeping your fingertips away. And think of a long line here from your tailbone all the way up to your middle fingers. So really trying to lengthen out through the whole body. And then slowly up onto all fours. So in this position, we're going to lengthen out, keeping straight through the spine. And so 2 arm variations. For those of you who struggle a little with your shoulders, you are just going to keep this position and simply bend one arm to 90 degrees. In fact, everyone can try this to start off with. So shoulders are going to be set down away from your ears, and your breastbone you're going to push away from the floor, keeping your head back in line with your spine. So as you lift one elbow just to 90 degrees, we've got to keep the breastbone lifted away. You've got to keep the shoulder down away from your ear. You've got to keep the head back up in line. So that pushing away along through the arm will keep the shoulder blade flat on the chest wall. And then slowly down. Change sides. So pushing long through the arm and then slowly down. Now the checkpoint is that your shoulders just reset if you need to. They've got to stay down away from your ear, and we're pushing really long through the arm. So you don't want to see that shoulder creeping up towards the ear. We're really trying to keep it down and away. Back down. So really focus on the stance arm. Now if you're okay with that one and your shoulders are okay, we're then adding the arm reach, but even though you're reaching the other arm, I really want you to focus on the stance arm that we've just been preparing. So as you switch from one side to the other, you want that feeling that your shoulder blades behind you are separated. So when you place your hands down, you should still be in that open position behind you. If you need to then, when both hands are down, just release that. Push, lift the breastbone up, and then lift again. Okay, now, give your wrists a shake if you need to. We're going to hold that same position with your upper body, and then we're going to go for leg reach behind you. So extending out, and then back. And extending out, and then back. So check your lower back in this position, that your lower back stays neutral. Okay, and then at the top, if you're happy, we'll add in a knee bend and then come back down. So actually, it's a knee bend, leg extend, and then back down. Whoa, can see my back going curvy on this one. So focus, bend the knee, and straighten, and back down. I can bend the knee, okay, but watch what happens to my lower back. Ooh, okay, so focus, 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 lengthen, and then back. Okay, some of you will be fine on this one, thinking, what's the problem? Some of you may be empathizing with me. So rib control as you bend your knee. You wouldn't think you have to think about your ribs when you're bending your knee, would you? Okay, one more either side. Okay, good. Come back down, shell stretch again. Right hand to the right side of the mat, left hand on top of the right. And then back over to the other side. Okay, so work through a few different variations there. A lot of work on the hips, but upper body's had a good stretch out. Done a couple of tough ones in the middle there. So coming up into your downward dog stretch. So push your way through the arms, let those heels sink down. And again, hopefully everything's feeling a bit more elastic than an hour ago. Gradually walk the feet in as you're comfortable. And then when you get to your comfortable position, slowly roll yourself up and come back up into standing to come and face the front. Excellent work. So, should we finish with a little bit of marching? So we're going to come up with your left leg and your right arm. We're going to switch 1, 2, 3. So just think about landing your feet on the same spot. 1, 2, 3. Just getting used to being upright again. 1, 2, 3. And then slowly down. So relaxed arms and shoulders. Control the ribs, pelvis neutral. Slowly breathing in and then breathing out. Let any tension flow away through your head, neck and your shoulders. Next breath out, gently letting any tension flow away through your hips and your thighs. and then finally any tension flowing away through your knees, your feet and your ankles. Okay, for those of you who join me on this block, thank you very much indeed. We will get probably a 2-week break now while I crack on with my personal training course, and might learn some new variations for you for when we come back. I do not know exactly when it's likely that we will head back to the hall, but I will try and have a look over the next couple of weeks. Obviously, government guidelines depend on COVID rates, etc. So it's very hard to predict at the moment exactly when that will be, as I'm sure you're aware. But in the meantime, I think you're allowed to go to pub gardens on the 12th of April or something. So some of you might enjoy taking advantage of that. And I'm off to try and convince my 12 and 10-year-old that the Easter Bunny actually exists. So have a good Easter, guys, and see you soon.